What if I told you there are 7 power moves that can make your crush or ex see you in a whole new light, moves so effective, they'll wonder why they ever let you slip away? These aren't about being petty or manipulative, but about leveling up and applying the wisdom of Stoics to your modern life. Stoicism, after all, is about mastering yourself, not others, but when you do that, others can't help but notice. Stick around because we're diving into strategies that not only make them jealous, but also make you the most confident and magnetic version of yourself. Watch until the end, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your story in the comments below. Let's dive into the ultimate playbook. Chapter 1. Stop simping. To spark jealousy and reclaim your self-worth, the first and most crucial step is to stop simping. Constantly bending over backward, showering someone with attention, or making yourself overly available diminishes your perceived value. It sends an unspoken message that you rely on their validation to feel complete. This erodes the intrigue and respect essential for genuine attraction. When someone knows they have your undivided attention, the mystery and challenge that often fuel connection are lost. It's time to step back and reclaim your independence. This is not about manipulation or playing mind games. It's about establishing healthy boundaries and prioritizing self-respect. The Stoics, known for their mastery of emotional discipline, taught the value of detachment and self-control. They believed that excessive attachment to external validation weakens inner peace and self-confidence. By focusing on your own worth and maintaining composure, you not only elevate your self-esteem but also command the respect of others. Stopping simping is an act of self-care. It's about rediscovering and honoring your worth, not out of spite, but as a way to shift the balance of energy in your favor. When you no longer make yourself constantly available, you send a clear message: you're not an option to be taken for granted, but a person with a life and priorities of your own. This shift redefines the dynamic, positioning you as someone who values their time and attention. The journey to stop simping starts with small, deliberate actions. First, resist the urge to double text, like every post, or constantly initiate contact. These behaviors signal desperation and overinvestment. Instead, channel that energy into yourself. Pursue hobbies you're passionate about, reconnect with old friends, or take on a challenge you've been putting off. Start living a life that is fulfilling, exciting, and centered around your growth, not someone else's approval. By redirecting your focus, you create a life that doesn't revolve around anyone's validation. This newfound independence makes you more interesting and desirable. When they see you thriving without their constant presence, jealousy will begin to stir. They'll wonder what or who is capturing your attention. What's fueling your smile, your energy, and your glow of self-assurance? This curiosity is the spark of envy that subtly shifts the power dynamic in your favor. However, this is not about becoming distant or aloof. It's about learning to set boundaries and live authentically. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, and chasing someone who doesn't reciprocate your energy undermines that balance. By stepping back, you show respect not only for yourself, but for the relationship itself. You signal that your time and energy are valuable, and that you will not waste them on someone who doesn't appreciate them. As you cultivate this mindset, you'll notice a profound transformation in how you see yourself and how others perceive you. Your sense of self-worth will no longer be tied to someone else's attention or approval. This confidence is magnetic, drawing others to you naturally and effortlessly. When you stop simping, you're not only sparking jealousy, you're reclaiming your power and setting a standard for how you expect to be treated. The beauty of this transformation lies in its authenticity. You're not faking confidence or creating a facade. You're genuinely living in alignment with your best self. This authenticity is irresistible, and it sets the stage for deeper, more meaningful connections in the future. The people who truly matter will respect and admire your independence, while those who once overlooked you will start to take notice. By stepping back, setting boundaries, and focusing on your growth, you restore balance in your relationships and elevate your self-worth. And that elevated sense of self is far more valuable than any fleeting moment of attention or approval. It's a foundation for a life filled with respect, fulfillment, and genuine connection. Chapter 2. Acknowledge yourself. Confidence is magnetic, a trait that captivates attention, inspires admiration, and even sparks jealousy in ways that often go unnoticed. When you fully embrace your worth and radiate self-assurance, you become not just attractive, but also deeply inspiring. This is why it's essential to truly acknowledge yourself, your inherent value, your growth, and the victories you achieve along the way. Doing so not only elevates how you see yourself, but also reshapes how others perceive you. Start by celebrating your wins, no matter how small they may seem. Did you conquer a challenging workout that pushed your limits? Land a new project at work, or finally complete something that's been lingering on your to-do list. These are all milestones worth recognizing, and they should never slip by unnoticed. Celebrate these moments openly yet humbly. Share your accomplishments with pride, but temper them with grace. When you genuinely appreciate your own efforts and progress, the confidence you exude becomes far more compelling than any overt declaration of success. Confidence, as the Stoics taught, is rooted in self-awareness and inner contentment. They emphasize deriving fulfillment from within, rather than relying on external validation. Acknowledging your achievements isn't just about boosting your ego, it's about cultivating a deep inner strength that radiates outward. By celebrating your journey, you send an unspoken message to the world, and to anyone observing your growth, that you are a dynamic, evolving individual who values self-improvement and transformation. However, there's an important balance to maintain. Confidence can quickly veer into arrogance if you're not mindful of how you express it. The goal isn't to flaunt your achievements or engage in boastful self-promotion. Instead, aim to exude a quiet, grounded confidence that naturally draws others in. Let your actions, not just your words, showcase your growth. For instance, instead of bragging about a new skill, you might share your experience volunteering at a local event or post a picture of yourself mastering a hobby. Even subtle, passing mentions of personal goals you've achieved can leave a lasting impression when delivered with authenticity and humility. Redirecting your focus from external validation to living your best, most authentic life is key. This shift not only strengthens your sense of self, but also makes you more intriguing to others. Ironically, the less you seek approval, the more others are drawn to you. This paradox of self-assuredness lies at the heart of genuine confidence. People can't help but take notice of someone who moves through life with purpose, passion, and poise. By consistently acknowledging yourself, you build a powerful narrative of self-worth. This narrative shapes how others view you. They begin to see a person who values their journey, celebrates their growth, and thrives unapologetically. Over time, even those who may have once overlooked you will find themselves drawn to your energy, curious about the source of your transformation and eager to be a part of your story. Confidence is contagious. When you radiate self-assurance, you create an environment that encourages others to do the same. It's not just about inspiring envy or admiration, it's about showing up for yourself in ways that reflect your highest potential. This kind of self-respect not only commands attention, but also establishes you as someone worth knowing, following, and, ultimately, cherishing. Imagine the impact of this transformation. You're no longer living for the applause of others, but instead, you're thriving because you've embraced your true value. Whether it's a casual conversation, a professional interaction, or a romantic connection, your quiet confidence will resonate deeply. People will see you as someone who has their life together, not because you seek their validation, but because you've cultivated an unshakable sense of self. The wisdom of the Stoics reminds us that true strength lies in self-awareness and inner balance. By embodying these principles, you not only elevate your own life, but also influence how others perceive you. Each time you acknowledge your achievements, big or small, you reinforce the belief that your journey matters. This belief doesn't just impact you, it reverberates through your relationships, your work, and every other aspect of your life. Radiating quiet confidence isn't about creating a facade, it's about aligning with the life and attention you deserve. It's about recognizing your worth and embracing it unapologetically. This kind of confidence, rooted in authenticity and self-respect, commands admiration and inspires others to see the best in you. Over time, this magnetic energy transforms your relationships, opportunities, and, most importantly, your own sense of fulfillment. There's nothing more powerful or irresistible than a person who knows their value and isn't afraid to live it fully. Chapter 3: Reinvention. If you want to truly grab their attention and spark a little envy, reinvention is one of the most impactful moves you can make. This isn't about abandoning who you are, it's about elevating yourself in ways that are surprising, exciting, and undeniably noticeable. Whether it's improving your physical appearance, refining your skills, or exploring entirely new interests, this process signals growth, and nothing makes someone sit up and take notice like watching you evolve into a better version of yourself. The Stoics were strong advocates for self-improvement, emphasizing the importance of constant growth and refinement. Reinvention aligns perfectly with this philosophy. It's not about being reactionary or trying to prove anything to anyone else, it's about striving to live your best life. And when your crush or ex sees you embracing this mindset, it can trigger curiosity, admiration, and yes, a healthy dose of jealousy. Reinvention starts with setting personal goals. If you've been wanting to improve your fitness, now's the time to commit to regular workouts. Whether it's hitting the gym, taking up yoga, or training for a marathon, physical transformation is one of the most visible forms of reinvention. When they see you looking fitter, stronger, and more confident, it sends a powerful message: you're not stagnant, you're thriving. But reinvention isn't just about your body, it's about every aspect of your life. Consider upgrading your style. Revamp your wardrobe with clothes that fit well and reflect a more polished, confident version of yourself. A new haircut or subtle grooming changes can also make a big impact. These shifts might seem small, but they can completely alter how you carry yourself and how others perceive you. Beyond the physical, dive into your passions or take up new hobbies. Learn to play an instrument, pick up photography, or enroll in a cooking class. Choose activities that excite you and add depth to your personality. When they see you exploring new interests, they'll start to wonder what sparked this surge of energy and creativity and why they're not a part of it. Reinvention also extends to your social life. Expand your circle of friends, join new social groups, or attend events where you can meet like-minded people. When your life feels rich and full, it becomes magnetic. Post about these experiences sparingly and intentionally on social media. A candid photo of you laughing at a gallery opening or trying a new sport speaks volumes about your dynamic lifestyle. Consider this phase as a soft rebrand. You're still you, but with exciting upgrades that make you more intriguing and appealing. Think of the difference between a rough diamond and one that's been cut and polished to brilliance. You're not changing your essence, you're just refining the way you present yourself to the world. One of the most potent effects of reinvention is the mystery it creates. They'll start to wonder what or who has inspired this transformation. Curiosity will gnaw at them, especially if you're not actively reaching out or seeking their approval. Your silence combined with visible growth becomes a powerful combination. The beauty of reinvention lies in its authenticity. You're not pretending to be someone you're not or making superficial changes just to impress them. Instead, you're genuinely enhancing your life in ways that matter to you. This kind of personal growth is deeply attractive because it comes from within, not from external validation. But reinvention isn't a one-time effort, it's an ongoing process. Set new goals as you achieve old ones. Challenge yourself to keep exploring and pushing boundaries. The Stoics believed in cultivating resilience and adaptability, traits that are naturally developed through continuous self-improvement. When your ex or crush sees that you're always growing, they'll realize they underestimated your potential, and that's when the real jealousy kicks in. Another critical aspect of reinvention is emotional growth. Work on becoming more grounded, emotionally intelligent, and self-aware. This inner transformation might not be as immediately visible as physical changes, but it has a profound impact on how you carry yourself. Confidence born from self-awareness is magnetic. It shows that you are secure in who you are and what you want from life. Finally, reinvention isn't just about impressing someone else, it's about building a life you love. The irony is that when you focus on yourself and your happiness, it often has the unintended side effect of drawing people back into your orbit. They'll see you thriving and start questioning their decisions, wondering if they gave up too soon or missed out on someone truly remarkable. By embracing reinvention, you're not just leveling up, you're sending a clear message to the world, and to your crush or ex you're unstoppable, and you're not waiting for anyone to catch up. This kind of energy is intoxicating, and it's the ultimate power move for turning heads and making them wish they were still part of your story. Chapter 4. Be more precise with your posting. Social media can be a powerful tool for subtly influencing emotions if you use it with precision. Random selfies and vague updates won't cut it anymore. To truly spark intrigue and jealousy, you need to curate your content intentionally, showcasing a life filled with excitement, growth, and connection. Every post should serve a purpose, telling a story about your thriving, independent life without being overly obvious. The Stoics were firm believers in acting with purpose, a principle that applies perfectly here. Social media isn't just a platform for sharing, it's an opportunity to craft a narrative. The posts you share should highlight your most fulfilling and adventurous moments. These are the glimpses that suggest your life is vibrant, well-rounded, and, most importantly, not dependent on anyone else's presence or approval. For example, instead of posting a standard selfie, focus on moments that communicate growth and exploration. Think of a photo from a scenic hike, a shot of you laughing with friends over brunch, or even a quiet, contemplative picture at a museum. The idea is to make your life look full of richness and variety, hinting that you're thriving in ways that might make others feel like they're missing out. Clever captions can amplify the effect. Instead of something overt like, "Look at how great my life is without you," opt for subtler messaging. A group picture from a recent adventure could have a caption like, "Unforgettable weekend with some amazing people." Or, if you're showcasing a solo accomplishment, keep it understated but proud, "Finally check this off the bucket list." These subtle hints are far more effective than blatant attempts to grab attention, as they spark curiosity and leave room for interpretation. The key is balance. Overposting or being too obvious can come across as desperate, which is counterproductive. You don't want them to think you're trying too hard to make them jealous. Instead, your posts should feel natural and genuine, as if they're simply glimpses into your flourishing life. To keep things interesting, avoid posting too frequently. Let some time pass between updates so each one feels intentional and impactful. Another tactic is to highlight moments of growth or reinvention. Did you pick up a new skill, achieve a goal, or embark on a new hobby? Share it. A picture of you in a pottery class or training for a marathon shows that you're investing in yourself, which can make anyone who's watching feel like they're falling behind. The Stoics valued self-improvement, and applying this principle not only enhances your life but also positions you as someone who's constantly evolving. Including other people in your posts can also subtly stir emotions. A group photo with a mix of friends can create a sense of FOMO, fear of missing out. They'll wonder about the stories behind those smiles and why they're not part of the fun. Similarly, a picture with a new friend or someone of the opposite sex can gently hint that your social circle is expanding in intriguing ways. But tread carefully here. If it feels too calculated, it might come across as disingenuous or manipulative. Visual storytelling is another powerful tool. Think of your social media posts as chapters in a story about your life. Show progression. One day, it's a picture of you learning to cook. The next, it's a shot of you hosting a dinner party featuring the skills you mastered. This not only shows growth, but also builds intrigue about what's coming next. They'll start looking forward to your updates, wondering what exciting thing you'll be doing next. Engage with your audience. 2. Respond to comments and messages in a friendly, light-hearted way. This shows that you're approachable and socially active without appearing overly invested in any one person. At the same time, avoid directly interacting with your crush or ex online too often. Let them notice your posts naturally and let the curiosity simmer. Finally, be mindful of consistency. Your online persona should align with your real-life actions. If you're posting about living a vibrant, exciting life, make sure you're actually doing those things offline. Authenticity is key. People can sense when someone is faking it. When your posts reflect genuine experiences and growth, they become much more powerful and impactful. By being precise with your posting, you're not just crafting a digital image, you're sending a message. Your life is full, dynamic, and unapologetically moving forward. Whether they realize it or not, the subtle hints you drop will make them wonder what they're missing, drawing their attention and, perhaps, a little envy. But most importantly, you're building a life you genuinely enjoy, one that doesn't rely on their approval or presence to feel complete. Chapter 5. Be more exciting. Routine is the silent killer of attraction. To captivate someone's attention or make them feel a twinge of jealousy, you need to embody excitement and unpredictability. This doesn't mean pretending to be someone you're not, but rather embracing new challenges and showing them that your life is anything but ordinary. People are naturally drawn to those who bring energy, variety, and spontaneity to the table. The Stoics, despite their reputation for calmness, believed in the value of action and growth through adversity. Marcus Aurelius himself wrote about the importance of approaching life as an opportunity to engage fully with the world. To apply this philosophy, step outside your comfort zone. Pursue bold experiences that not only enrich your life, but also create a magnetic aura of intrigue. Take that hiking trip you've been putting off, sign up for a cooking class, or join a salsa dancing group. Show that you're someone who embraces life with open arms. What makes this so effective is that it demonstrates you're thriving, regardless of whether they're in your life or not. When they see you constantly engaging in new experiences, it sends a powerful message: you are a person worth knowing. It might make them wonder, am I missing out on this incredible energy and fun? And that subtle realization can ignite feelings of longing and even jealousy. But being exciting isn't just about what you do, it's also about how you carry yourself. Develop the attitude of someone who can light up a room. Be the person who shares the most engaging stories, cracks a well-timed joke, or suggests unique plans for the weekend. Excitement is as much about energy as it is about action. When they're around you, make them feel like every moment is an adventure, full of surprises and possibilities. For example, let's say you've taken up rock climbing or weekend photography trips. Share glimpses of these moments on social media, not in a boastful way, but as a natural part of your journey. Post a picture of a stunning sunset you captured or mention how exhilarating it was to conquer a challenging climb. You're subtly showing that your life is vibrant and fulfilling, and it doesn't require their validation. At the same time, mix in a sense of spontaneity. Plan something unexpected with your friends, like an impromptu road trip or a quirky activity like a paint and sip event. When others see you embracing the unexpected, they'll start associating you with excitement and unpredictability. This can make them long to be part of your world, especially if their life feels mundane by comparison. The Stoic principle of temperance also plays a role here. While it's great to be exciting, don't overdo it to the point of exhaustion or insincerity. Genuine excitement comes from a balanced life where you're pursuing your passions and staying true to your values. Avoid the trap of doing things solely to impress others. Your authenticity is what truly makes you magnetic. One clever tactic is to become the person who introduces new ideas and experiences into your social circles. Be the one who says, "Let's try that hidden rooftop bar," or "There's a poetry slam happening tonight, let's check it out." When you're the source of excitement and innovation, people naturally gravitate toward you. If your crush or ex notices this shift, they'll likely feel a pang of jealousy, realizing they're no longer at the center of your vibrant world. Excitement also thrives on storytelling. If you've had a particularly thrilling experience, share it with enthusiasm. For instance, instead of casually mentioning, "I went kayaking last weekend," paint a vivid picture. "I tried kayaking for the first time last weekend, and the water was so calm, it felt like gliding through glass. Then, out of nowhere, a heron took off right in front of me. It was breathtaking." These details not only make you more interesting, but also highlight your ability to appreciate life's beauty. Finally, remember that being exciting doesn't mean being reckless or trying to impress through wild stunts. It's about showcasing a life filled with curiosity, growth, and meaningful connections. When you're authentically pursuing your passions, your energy becomes contagious. Those around you can't help but feel inspired and maybe a little envious of the spark you bring to every interaction. By embracing a life of excitement, you're doing more than just making someone jealous. You're creating a life that you genuinely love, a life that radiates joy, adventure, and purpose. Whether they chase after you or not, the ultimate reward is a richer, more fulfilling existence, and that, in itself, is the most attractive quality. Chapter 6. Ask her about a girl. This move, while subtle, can have a profound psychological effect. Casually asking her about another girl introduces an element of curiosity and tension that can shift the dynamic in your favor. It's not about being manipulative, but about strategically reminding her that you have a life beyond her influence and that others might also find you intriguing. This approach adds layers of complexity to your interactions, making them more engaging and thought-provoking for her. The Stoics emphasized measured and deliberate actions, avoiding emotional overreactions or impulsive decisions. Taking a page from their philosophy, your approach to this strategy should be calm, confident, and devoid of unnecessary drama. For example, you might casually mention another woman in a neutral context, such as, "My coworker Anna recommended this great coffee shop. Have you tried it?" Or, "Sarah suggested this amazing book. Have you heard of it?" These statements are seemingly innocent but laced with subtle ambiguity, leaving her room to wonder. The psychological impact of this approach lies in planting a seed of curiosity. Who is Sarah? Why is Anna suggesting places to you? And, most importantly, what role do they play in your life? These questions can linger in her mind, especially if she's already invested in you emotionally. While you're not outright challenging her position in your life, you are gently nudging her to consider whether she truly has your undivided attention. The brilliance of this move lies in its ability to trigger a sense of competition. Human nature is such that we often desire what appears scarce or sought after. By mentioning another woman, even briefly, you create a sense of urgency. She may start to feel that your attention isn't as guaranteed as she once thought, prompting her to take more initiative, reach out more frequently, or even express her interest more openly to reclaim your focus. However, balance is essential. The mention of another girl should never come across as forced, deliberate, or designed to make her feel insecure. If it feels calculated, it risks backfiring and making you seem manipulative or immature. Keep the tone light and natural. For example, you might say, "Emma from the team shared this great workout plan. It's intense but effective. What's your favorite workout?" This casual mention makes the conversation flow naturally while still piquing her curiosity. Pair this approach with confidence and nonchalance. When she reacts, whether with curiosity, playfulness, or even mild irritation, stay composed. A calm response like, "Oh, she's just a friend," or a light-hearted, "She has great taste, but I'd love to hear your thoughts too," shows that you're unaffected and comfortable. This reinforces that you're not overly invested in anyone else, subtly redirecting the attention back to her without appearing needy. The Stoics were also advocates of self-sufficiency and avoiding excessive reliance on external validation. This principle applies here too. Mentioning another girl shouldn't be about seeking her approval or playing games for attention. Instead, it's about showcasing that your life is dynamic, filled with meaningful interactions and experiences that extend beyond her. This strategy is even more effective when paired with other moves, such as focusing on your purpose or reinventing yourself. If you've been actively working on self-improvement, mentioning another girl amplifies the image of a well-rounded, high-value man. You're not just creating intrigue, you're reinforcing the idea that you're someone who's worth the effort to pursue. Imagine this scenario: you're discussing hobbies, and you casually mention a female friend who shares one of your interests. You might say, "Lily suggested this incredible hiking trail. She said it's a great challenge. Have you ever tried something like that?" This not only highlights your active lifestyle, but subtly implies that other women are connecting with you in meaningful ways. It's a simple comment, but it speaks volumes. The key to making this move work is authenticity. Mentioning another girl should feel like a natural part of the conversation, not a contrived tactic. Keep the tone light and ensure it fits seamlessly into the dialogue. Authenticity will make the interaction feel organic, avoiding any suspicion of manipulation. Ultimately, this strategy works because it taps into a universal psychological principle, the value of scarcity. By subtly signaling that your attention isn't guaranteed and that others find you engaging, you create a natural sense of competition. Combined with confidence, independence, and genuine self-improvement, this approach can shift the dynamic, reigniting her interest and motivating her to secure her place in your life. It's a game of subtlety and sophistication, one that leaves a lasting impression without ever appearing deliberate or desperate. Chapter 7. Focus on your purpose. The ultimate power move that draws people in and makes your crush or ex jealous is to focus on your purpose. There's something undeniably magnetic about a person who is laser-focused on their goals, exudes ambition, and lives with a sense of direction. When you channel your energy into your passions and purpose, you're not only building a life of fulfillment for yourself, but you're also sending a clear signal to the world: you don't need anyone's validation to thrive. The Stoics believed that a life lived with purpose was the highest form of existence. They emphasized aligning your actions with your values and staying true to what genuinely matters to you. When you live with this kind of intentionality, you naturally project confidence, independence, and emotional stability, qualities that are irresistibly attractive. So, how do you embody this power move? First, identify what truly drives you. What goals, dreams, or ambitions make you excited to wake up in the morning? It could be advancing in your career, diving into a creative passion, or pursuing personal growth. Once you're clear on your purpose, make it your priority. Dedicate time to honing your skills, setting achievable milestones, and celebrating your progress. As you do this, you'll notice a shift in how others perceive you. Your crush or ex will see someone who isn't sitting around waiting for their attention, but is instead busy building a meaningful, fulfilling life. This creates a powerful contrast. They'll see the difference between their world and yours and start wondering why they aren't part of your success story. But focusing on your purpose isn't just about external perceptions, it's about internal growth. The Stoics taught that true confidence comes from self-mastery. By dedicating yourself to your goals, you're not only achieving external success, but also cultivating inner peace and resilience. You're proving to yourself that you're capable of creating the life you want on your terms. This approach is also a natural remedy for heartbreak or unrequited feelings. When you channel your energy into your passions, you're not dwelling on what could have been. Instead, you're moving forward, leaving behind any emotional baggage. Ironically, this detachment is what makes you even more desirable. People are drawn to those who don't chase, but instead focus on their own journey. Your purpose also makes you unpredictable in the best way. You're no longer someone who can be easily read or controlled because your priorities have shifted. You're not waiting by the phone or rearranging your schedule for someone else. You're setting the pace, and that unpredictability creates intrigue and curiosity. For example, instead of texting your crush or ex every day, let them see glimpses of your purposeful life. Post about an achievement, share your excitement about a project, or mention an event that aligns with your goals. These updates should come naturally. They're not about showing off, but about sharing the life you're genuinely excited to live. When she sees you thriving without her, jealousy will naturally creep in. She'll wonder why you're no longer prioritizing her and what's suddenly driving you. This shift in attention can make her reevaluate her feelings as she begins to see you as someone whose time and energy are valuable commodities. It's crucial, however, to approach this with authenticity. Your purpose should genuinely matter to you. If it's just a ploy to gain attention, it won't have the same impact, and people can often sense insincerity. Instead, let your passion be real, and let the jealousy be an unintentional side effect of your dedication to yourself. Lastly, focusing on your purpose sets the stage for a deeper transformation. You're not just playing games to spark jealousy, you're laying the foundation for a life where you're in control of your happiness and success. When your crush or ex sees you thriving, they'll recognize what they lost, but more importantly, you'll recognize that their validation was never the prize. By prioritizing your purpose, you become the kind of person who inspires others not by seeking their approval, but by living unapologetically. That's the ultimate power move, to live so fully that others are drawn to your light, even as you shine for yourself. Mastering these 7 power moves isn't just about making someone jealous, it's about reclaiming your confidence and control. When you live with intention, embrace growth, and focus on becoming the best version of yourself, others can't help but take notice. If you found these tips insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your story in the comments. Which move are you going to try first? Let us know. And as always, remember, real power comes from within.